She's bringing the trailer park lifestyle to the world. Come inside, don't be shy, cause Jolene can't wait to meet ya. She's the queen of the park. She's got gossip, news, and lots of food to feed ya. Slap on all your blue eyeshadow. Watch out for that big tornado. Get all filled with pride in the double wide. Jolene Sugarbaker, she's the trailer park queen in the double wide. Jolene Sugarbaker, she's the trailer.
Hi there, Trailer Park fans. It's Jolene Sugarbaker, the Trailer Park Queen, and welcome to the Trailer Park Test Kitchen. And welcome to another edition of Cooking with Jolene, the Trailer Park Cooking Show, where I teach you how to live on a budget and do it the trailer park way. Well, today I'm going to make something that some people associate with the fall, or maybe a carnival, or maybe one of those high-end kind of mall stores where you get all the fancy treats at. Well, today we're going to make caramel apples. Yes, that's right. I asked on my Facebook and Twitter page all sorts of questions of what caramel apples mean to people, and some people like them and some people don't. That's probably the people that have dentures, but caramel apples are a treat that you can make any time of year, and you don't have to buy expensive candies and melt those down. I'm going to show you how to make a really easy caramel on the stovetop that you can coat your caramel apples with, and they can make fancy little treats for you and your friends. I'll show you up next on the Trailer Park Cooking Show. I'll be right back. You'll need the following ingredients to make my caramel apples. 6 apples. 1 cup sugar. 3/4 cup dark corn syrup. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. 1 cup cream. 2 tablespoons of butter. Some popsicle sticks. Maybe some nuts or chocolate. Here's how you put them together. Welcome back. Today we're going to be making some fancy treats out of apples. And you know, I did buy the more expensive type of apple, because those red things, they sure are pretty, and you know, they just don't taste like anything anymore. They genetically modified those or did something to them, but they just don't taste good. And I like the heritage type apples, and they're nice size, and they just have a nice flavor too. And you know, usually with caramel apples, you have to melt down the candy to make the coating, and you know, not today. I'm going to show you up on the stovetop how to make your own caramel coating for these apples, and it sure is a nice treat, and it's a fancy treat too, and it's not that hard to make, because we're going to be using a candy thermometer. This is one that you can find at any store usually that sells cooking items, and it's not the greatest, but it does work. And we're going to be making it up on the stovetop, and it's so easy to make, and I'm going to show you how to make it. So let's get working up on our stove on our caramel coating for the apples. Making the caramel is really easy, and you'll need like a saucepan, and I have one with a special coating on the bottom of it, and you'll need a spatula, one of those silicone ones. Those work the best, because we've got to get this up to a very hard ball stage, and that is around 254 to 260, and that's going to be found out with our candy thermometer, which we have right here ready to go. And we're going to put together the main base ingredients, and we're going to use 1 cup of the cream. It's heavy cream, real cream. Just pour that on in there just like that. And now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of the butter, and we're just going to, it's got the marks right on there. That's so simple. There we go. And now we're going to add 1 cup of the pure sugar. It's just plain sugar. There we go. And now we're going to add, we got the dark corn syrup this time. We've used the light before in other episodes, but this is the dark corn syrup, and we've got 3/4 cup of that here, and we're just going to pour that on in there just like that. There we go. And we're going to turn this on, let's see, about medium or so heat until the sugar dissolves in that. And then we're going to take it up to the hardball stage, which is around the 254, 260 mark. So make sure you have your candy thermometer handy. So we're just going to stir this around a little bit until the sugar dissolves. I don't know what is burning on this burner. It'll burn off in a minute. There we go. Almost done burning off. Never know what that is. Now the sugar has melted down nicely, and now we're going to take the heat up just a little bit, and we've got to get this to 254 to 260 or so degrees, and that's a very hardball stage, and that's a candy term, but that'll make sure that it sets up on the apple well. And we've got to use our candy thermometer, and we're just going to pop that on in there, making sure that it doesn't touch the bottom, because then that just ruins it. And we're just going to keep stirring it every now and then so that we get it up to that temperature, and don't burn it either. Now get a cookie sheet. There we go, and we're going to grease that down with some butter spray. Now we're going to put the sticks in the apple, and you know, you could use the popsicle sticks that you have left over from, you know, recycling, or you could go out and get the craft sticks, or you could cut little dowels, you know, the sticks, and you can make it how fancy you want it. But I'm just using 2 popsicle sticks, and I'm just going to jab it down there into the bottom, making sure that I don't get my hand on the other side, because can you imagine going to the emergency room with some sort of popsicle stick injury? And then I'm just going to jab it in there. Sometimes you need to use the countertop, and there we go. We're going to do this about 6 more times. Okay, it looks like by the candy thermometer that it's between 254 and 260. That's almost the very hardball stage. We're going to take out the thermometer just like that. Now we're going to take it off the heat, and we're going to add a teaspoon of the vanilla to it. There we go, just a little bit more, because I love that vanilla. And mix that around. Oh, it smells so good with the caramel kind of smell. Wow, I wish you were here, right here in my trailer to smell this. And you got to kind of work very quickly. There we go. And we're going to just take the baking pan that we have sprayed down with the butter spray. And we're going to take the apple. We're just going to dip it on into the caramel mixture just like that. Getting it all around. There we go. There we go. Dipping it all around. And sometimes you might need to use the spatula like this one. It's a little bit bigger than that. And we can just spoon some of the caramel right over it. Up at the top part. Just like that. There we go. Spoon the caramel just like that, and pull it on out and whip it around so you get all that nice caramel down at the end, and pop it on your baking sheet just like that. And you're going to just continue on with the next apples. go. We're gonna dip the next one. Go. Dipping the apples up on top. Make sure it's all nice and covered. And pop that just on our baking pan, just like that. And there we have my caramel apples, and today we put nuts on them, and you could probably melt some chocolate and maybe some after the holiday chocolate and just drizzle that up on top of them, and you could use some of the cake sprinklings or any kind of decorations for cakes or candies and wrap it up in cellophane. It's just a thoughtful gift made from your trailer that, you know, somebody will really have their day brightened by it because it's caramel and apples. And, you know, I just can't wait to try this one. I hope I don't lose my teeth in it. The caramel is crispy and got a hold of the apple, and that tastes so good and just nice and refreshing underneath that caramel and the nuts. And wow, it tastes buttery and vanilla. I taste that. Wow, this is just such a great treat, and it's good with the nuts on top or the chocolate. And you gotta be careful of your teeth though, because this could pull it out, and we all can't afford dental work these days. But I hope you get a chance to make my caramel apples. They're so simple to make, and you too can make them. And if you do, send me a picture at jolenesugarbaker@gmail.com. And you can find out what's going on in the trailer park all the time by following me on Twitter. I'm Jolene's Trailer there, and add me on Facebook, and there's lots of pictures on there. Ooh, that one got in her tooth there. And you can visit me on the web at jolenesugarbaker.com for all kinds of stuff too. And wow, don't forget to subscribe. There'll be more cooking shows soon. I love y'all, and I hope you get a chance to make my caramel apples for you and your family. They're just really great. I love you. Bye-bye. Hi there, it's Jolene, and some of the products you may have seen in today's show may have been gotten for free. So visit my website at cookingwithjolene.com for my FTC statement. Love ya.
Slap on all your blue eyeshadow. Watch out for that big tornado. Get all filled with pride in the double wide. Jolene Sugarbaker, she's the trailer park queen. In the double wide. Jolene Sugarbaker, she's the trailer park queen. In the double wide. Jolene Sugarbaker, she's the trailer park queen.
Visit my store at jolenesugarbaker.com.